So I left pretty late for my walk because I knew I wasn't going to go very far. I am so sore. I know I've already talked about it, but just doing that shed yesterday and fighting against the wind and holding it above my head and trying to make things fit together that didn't want to fit together, and my whole body just hurts. I guess that's what happens when you get old. So I figured I needed to get up and get a little bit of steps in. I'm not gonna, do the 2+ miles that I normally do. I'm just gonna probably walk up to the cul-de-sac and walk down a little bit just to move a bit. Just talk to my dad, and my mama's alive still. Really not sure how she's still holding on. The hospital says she just continues to decline each day. She's now unresponsive. She's been unresponsive for a little while. She doesn't open her eyes. She doesn't acknowledge anybody when they talk to her. She's not speaking to anyone. So, not really expecting her to last a whole lot longer. You got a Yap interlock here?
Nothing's happening.
Then
okay,
stop.
Go lower. There you go. Nope.
That was a bust. Are you in more pain now?
I'm glad it wasn't a bust. You okay? I don't think that his butt was in the right place, but we're just gonna do it this way.
It didn't work. TikTok fail. Well, it's official. You cannot shave off your beard.
What are you talking about?
No.
Did it give me like
it does weird things with your teeth too. Like really, really weird. Uh-oh.
Well, we can't get any of the hiding things. We don't have the person right there to be able to see. So, it's a good time to walk by shadow blocks and then trying to find
Tristan.
Hello?
New improvement, we have a sink. And then we still don't have water hooked up, but we do have a little container of water so we can wash our hands and brush our teeth and rinse out and wash some dishes. We don't have pipe, but we've got a bucket. And this pretty much sums up Texas. We've got a heater there, and then an air conditioner there, and then a heater there, and a fan, and an air conditioner there.
So this is spring, summer, and winter.
Pretty much in the same week.
Same day.
Same week. People really don't, I don't think they get it, but, one day highs are in the 60s, lows are in the 30s, then the next day it's 85. So you need that at night because it gets cold, but then you need that in the day because it gets warm. But then you got to turn on the fan to circulate the air, and then you got to turn back on the heater again at night because it gets cold, and then it gets hot again, and then it gets cold again, and then it gets hot again, and then it gets cold again, and then it gets hot, and then it gets cold. And are you confused yet? Welcome to Texas. A big expense that we are also looking at would be septic. So something that we have discussed way back when, because we've talked about going tiny for a lot of years, probably 10 years plus. I looked at doing a composting toilet, and then that kind of went away. We actually already bought a toilet. We've got a bidet, and we want to be fancy, but then thinking about we only have so much water. We have to go get water. A bidet is just, it's not really a good idea. Plus, when you flush a toilet, it can take, a gallon of water to flush a toilet. Our totes hold roughly 275 gallons. That's completely full. We never get them completely full. So you just think about, how many toilet flushes you get, and then you're using up your water. So I'm once again doing research, and I think we're going to build a composting toilet. So that, means we don't have to have a septic system. We can have a French drain system for like our gray water, which that's going to be so much cheaper than trying to figure out. It's not some, we've got what we were going to use for our septic tanks. We've got that. It's the fact that we live on top of rocks, hard rocks. So just trying to dig, if we just tried to dig, with a shovel, I don't think we could do it. Do you think we could do it?
With just a shovel, could we? Yeah. I think it could be done. Yes. But is it going to be hard, difficult, exhausting, and painstaking?
I don't think they would sell us dynamite.
Well, if we had a backhoe, which again, I want a piece of equipment to do that, a backhoe, no problem. It'd be dug already.
Yeah.
But I don't have a backhoe.
No.
I'm just a hoeback.
No. So we're trying to do what we can feasibly, physically afford to do. Well, so yeah, those are the thoughts that we're having. And building a composting toilet seems to be pretty easy. And, I've looked at even I believe it's the Nature's Head. Sorry about my finger, but I gotta readjust. The Nature's Head. And then doing research, you actually have to get in the little tray and you gotta clean out your doo-doos, which, and I'm like, I'm not all about that. So we will build it ourselves, and roughly it'll be about $250 to build it. That's if we can't figure out a way to do a urine separator ourselves. The urine separators are like $150. So I'm gonna think about a way to do that myself. And so the reason I look like a greaseball is I went to try to take a shower last night as the wind was cranking. It was in the 50s. I'm all not clothed, and then turn on the water and no click, 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 no propane spark, no little flame to heat up the water. Turn it off, turn it back on, nothing. Turn it off, turn it back on, nothing. Turn it back off, turn it back on, nothing. So I left in a huff, put on my robe, and got dressed. And Ben says, I don't know, I tried it, it worked. It's not difficult. You just twist the little thing and the water pressure and the thing senses it and it says, hey, there's water, heat it up. I know I already talked about it, but I'm still super happy about this. Did some dishes in the sink today. I don't even know the last time I did dishes in the sink. Honestly, don't know. And then I wanted this wall to be a little spice rack. So Ben just got that done. One more to go up at the top. Then we're gonna figure out some sort of a little railing. What about dowel?
Yeah, something
small and...
because even with dowel, I could sink it in further
right
on here.
Yeah.
It would go in and then come back with some glue.
Don't look at this. This is a disaster right now. The cubbies that I, folded all the children's clothes all nice and neat, they just kind of shove it in and shove it in and shove it in and push it out the backside. But big old pot of stew that Ben and I both did. He did the hard part though. But yeah. What if we do on the backside underneath? I don't know if they'll fit though. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Something to do.
We want to have the microwave up on a shelf, we think. I'm pretty sure. So, but then if they're back over there, is that going to be too hard to reach them? I don't know. So yeah, we decided to go ahead and take the heater out and hoping that it's not going to be getting cold enough that we need it. Excuse me. Mackenzie's playing the VR, so I'm hoping I don't get whacked in the face. The stew is done. Now we're just waiting on corned bread.
Cornbread is corning.
Yeah.
And no, ma'am.
No, ma'am, get out. Where'd she go? Come on, Sky. Lighting's not the greatest. Hair looks a mess still. Kind of slacked off on my walking this week. I don't know if the being sore and then just being sad and I have a bee buzzing in my face. I slacked off, and then I just found out that my mama passed away. So 22 days after my mom did. I'm really happy that I got to see her one last time. Last time I got to see her was not under good circumstances. I'm not even going to mention that. So it was a really sad occasion when I saw her the last time, and then another sad occasion when I saw her this time. But we did get to talk, and she did get to tell me that she loved me, and I got to, why am I more sad about my grandmother dying than I am my mom? I don't know. I'm upset about my mom dying too, but my relationship with my mom hadn't been there for 6 years plus, so I had time. My mama, I have a lot of good memories with her from my childhood. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna walk a little bit more and cry a little bit more.